Some adventures whisper your name, others roar. They echo through the valleys and call out from the clouds, daring you to step beyond your comfort zone. The trek to Dominica's boiling lake is a roar that cannot be ignored. It's a challenge that draws explorers from around the world, promising both beauty and hardship. It's a journey into the heart of a living, breathing island, one of the world's largest flooded fumaroles where the Earth's energy is on full display. The Earth here shows its raw, untamed power, and I knew I had to face this challenge head-on to see if I could match the wildness of the land with my own determination. Stories of steaming vents and a relentlessly boiling lake had captured my imagination long before I set foot on the trail. The legends seemed almost too wild to be true. The idea is simple: hours through dense jungle and volcanic landscapes, following a path carved by time and the elements. The reality? Far more intense. Every step is a battle against the elements, and the trail tests your resolve at every turn. Mud, steep climbs, unpredictable weather. This trek is a true test of endurance. The rainforest can turn from tranquil to torrential in minutes. It's about pushing your limits and discovering what you're made of. Sometimes, it's about helping others find their strength too. The reward isn't just the destination, but every muddy step along the way. Preparation is everything. Good boots, plenty of water, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. And a waterproof jacket are essential. The weather can change in an instant, and staying dry can mean the difference between misery and exhilaration. Respecting the environment gives you the best chance to succeed. Tread lightly, leave no trace, and the forest will reward you with its secrets. The legend of the boiling lake is as powerful as the place itself, shrouded in mystery and local folklore. Guides share tales of spirits and ancient eruptions. These stories add depth to the adventure, connecting you to the spirit of the land and the people who have called it home for generations. This trek is a chance to step into a world unchanged for centuries, where nature reigns and time seems to stand still. Witnessing the raw power of nature up close is humbling. The sight of the lake, endlessly churning, is unforgettable. It's an experience that stays with you forever, shaping the way you see the world and your place within it. You don't just earn the view, you earn a new respect for the wild and for your own resilience. The Boiling Lake Trek is not for the faint of heart. It demands everything you have and then asks for more. But for those who answer the call, it's unforgettable. The memories, the friendships, and the sense of achievement last a lifetime. This is adventure in its purest form, a journey that transforms you, leaving you forever changed by the call of the cauldron. The journey begins near Laudat, at the edge of Morne Trois Pitons National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site renowned for its untouched beauty and wild primeval landscapes. Here, anticipation mixes with a hint of nervous excitement as you prepare to step into the unknown. The air is thick with humidity, clinging to your skin, and every breath is filled with the scent of rich earth and blooming flowers. Mist hangs low, blurring the line between reality and the dreamlike world ahead. Your first steps plunge you into a world of green, where sunlight is filtered through a dense canopy overhead, painting the forest floor in shifting patterns of gold and emerald. The path starts gently, winding through the forest and lulling you into a sense of calm before the real work begins. Birds flit between branches, and the distant sound of water hints at the adventure to come. Soon, the trail becomes rough-hewn steps, carved into the earth by countless footsteps, and the ascent is constant, your legs burning as you climb higher into the heart of the jungle. The rainforest's symphony replaces all sounds of civilization. Bird calls, insect chirps, and the rustle of leaves create a living soundtrack that surrounds you completely. The trek leads to Titu Gorge, where a cool river flows through a narrow canyon, a perfect spot to catch your breath, splash your face, and marvel at the power of water carving through stone. The water is crystal clear, a tranquil contrast to the boiling destination ahead, inviting you to pause and appreciate the serenity before the next challenge. Leaving the gorge, the trail narrows and the vegetation thickens, closing in around you and making each step feel like a journey deeper into the wild. Giant ferns and tangled vines create a tunnel of green roots and rocks, forming a natural obstacle course that tests your balance and determination. Here, the real adventure begins. The terrain grows wilder and every step demands focus and resilience. You're no longer just a visitor, you're part of the landscape, navigating its wild complexities, feeling the pulse of the rainforest with every breath and every step. The sense of isolation grows, but so does the excitement. Each moment brings new discoveries, and the thrill of the unknown pushes you onward. Every step takes you deeper into Dominica's incredible wilderness, where adventure and wonder await around every bend. After a tough climb up more Nichols, the landscape transforms. You descend into the Valley of Desolation. The lush rainforest gives way to a stark alien terrain heavy with the smell of sulfur. The ground is painted in yellows, reds, and grays, minerals brought up by the Earth's heat. Streams of warm water crisscross the valley, banks encrusted with sulfur crystals. You must follow your guide closely. One wrong step could mean scalding water or unstable ground. Steam vents hiss and roar, filling the air with hot vapor and an eerie atmosphere. The heat radiates through your boots, a reminder of the volcano's power. Navigating this geothermal wonderland is a unique challenge, hopping from rock to rock across bubbling streams. It's thrilling, nerve-wracking, and awe-inspiring. Here, nature is harsh, powerful, and utterly primal. The Valley of Desolation is a place you feel with every sense. Dominica's rainforest is alive with sound, a constant chorus of birds, frogs, and insects. Jacko and Cicero parrots call from the canopy, their squawks echoing through the trees. In lower areas, the croak of tiny tree frogs and the hum of insects fill the air. Sometimes you catch the rustle of a lizard or a guti in the undergrowth. Listening closely, you connect more deeply to the wild around you. The scents are just as vivid: damp earth, decaying leaves, and the sweet fragrance of wild ginger and heliconia. After rain, the earthy smells intensify, each section of trail offering a new aromatic experience. Near the Valley of Desolation, the sharp scent of sulfur cuts through the air, a warning and an invitation. The rainforest's sounds and smells make this trek a true multi-sensory journey. It's an immersion you'll never forget. Leaving the Valley of Desolation, you face the trek's toughest section, the final ascent to the boiling lake. The air is thick with anticipation, and every hiker knows this is where the real challenge begins. The path becomes a steep, muddy scramble, your legs burning from hours of hiking. Each step forward feels heavier, as if the mountain itself is testing your resolve. Every step demands focus and effort. You use your hands to pull yourself up over rocks and roots. The trail twists and turns, forcing you to adapt and find new strength with every meter gained. Doubt creeps in, but you push forward, fueled by camaraderie and the promise of what's ahead. The encouragement of fellow hikers becomes a lifeline, reminding you that you're not alone in this struggle. The landscape is a mix of sparse vegetation and volcanic terrain, steam rising from unseen vents. The ground beneath your feet feels alive, pulsing with the energy of the earth. The air grows hotter, the smell of sulfur stronger. Each breath is a reminder of how close you are to something truly unique. This is nature at its rawest, harsh, wild, and beautiful. The scenery is both intimidating and awe-inspiring, a testament to the island's untamed spirit. The struggle is real, but so is the determination. You dig deep, finding reserves of energy you didn't know you had. Finally, you crest the ridge, heart pounding with exhaustion and anticipation. The view opens up, and you realize just how far you've come. A thick cloud of steam billows ahead, obscuring the view. The world narrows to the path in front of you, shrouded in swirling mist. The sound is a deep, powerful roar. The lake is near. The ground vibrates with the energy of boiling water just out of sight. You've made it through the hardest part. Relief and pride wash over you as you pause to catch your breath. Now, only a few steps remain. Each footfall brings you closer to the reward you've worked so hard to reach. The reward is within reach. Excitement builds as the landscape shifts, hinting at the marvel just beyond the next rise. You're about to witness something extraordinary, a sight few ever forget, earned through sheer will and determination. Stepping onto the viewing platform, you're met with a sight that defies belief: the boiling lake. A massive cauldron of gray-blue water, churning and bubbling in a furious rolling boil. Waves crash against the rocky shore, the surface in constant turmoil. The scale is immense, over 200 feet wide, the center superheated by molten lava below. The air is thick with steam and the intense smell of sulfur. You feel the heat on your face, even from a distance. The clouds of vapor shift and swirl, sometimes revealing the lake, sometimes hiding it. There are no safety rails, just a narrow ledge between you and the scalding water. It's a place of danger and beauty, a raw display of the planet's power. Standing here, you feel small and humbled. The boiling lake is a reminder of how wild and untamed our world can be. It demands respect. Few ever witness such a spectacle of geology in action. At the edge of the boiling lake, a profound sense of accomplishment washes over you. Every muddy step and steep climb was worth it for this view. You pushed your limits and were rewarded with a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The exhaustion fades, replaced by awe and wonder. Staring at the lake, you reflect on the immense forces that created it, and your own place in the world. The power of nature puts everything in perspective. You feel connected to the earth, part of something much larger. This place commands respect and reminds you of the need for conservation. The boiling lake isn't just a destination, it's a living part of our planet. You're a temporary visitor, with a responsibility to protect what you've witnessed. The emotions are complex: pride, humility, peace. This journey changes you, leaving a lasting mark on your soul. The return journey is a different challenge. Your legs are heavy, but your spirit is high. Retracing your steps, the Valley of Desolation now feels familiar, its beauty more apparent. You notice new details: mineral colors, steam dancing in the wind. Climbing back into the rainforest is a relief, the cool canopy welcoming. Every step downhill requires focus, but there's a sense of purpose. The group is quieter, each person reflecting on the experience. The exhaustion is real, but the mental clarity and pride overshadow it. The world feels more magical, full of possibility. Emerging at Laudat, you're muddy, exhausted, but smiling. You've conquered one of the Caribbean's toughest hikes. This adventure has changed you, inspired you, and given you a story to tell. It's a reminder of what's possible when you step out of your comfort zone. Dominica's Boiling Lake Trek is the ultimate expression of wild adventure. It's more than a hike. It's a chance to connect with nature and discover your own strength. The island's rugged beauty is a playground for the adventurous soul. Experiences like this teach resilience, respect, and the power of our planet. The greatest rewards lie at the end of the toughest paths. We must protect these wild places for future generations. Eco-tourism and responsible travel help preserve their magic. This trek was unforgettable, but the story isn't over. There are more wonders to discover. Let this be the spark that ignites your own spirit of adventure. The next great journey is waiting. Are you ready to take the first step?